going on?
Thank you so much.
Feel like $1 million.
Shout out TMZ, you up?
Let me check out that ring.
TMZ stands for the Mayweather Zone.
How'd you find me, bro? I got my disguise on.
I love my TMZ family.
Welcome to TMZ Sports. Lucas Widman here. Wednesday night, it was the biggest night in lingerie. It was the Victoria's Secret fashion show, and there were all the big names there, Emily Ratajkowski, Bella, and Gigi Hadid. Why are we talking about this on a sports show? Well, for the very first time, the massive event had athletes walking the runway, and that was none other than Angel Reese and Suni Lee, being those two. To have that incredible honor, Angel Reese going down the runway in some bras and panties and angel wings and everything like that. Suni Lee rocking the pink brand, which is more loungewear, things like that. But both had talked about how this was an incredible honor to be walking that same stage as such icons in the fashion world. And they did their thing that night. It was an incredible night for the entire brand. And Shannon, I want to ask you, Angel Reese, that stock continues to rise, doing all these amazing things. Suni Lee, an Olympian, a gold medalist for Team USA. What do you think of this?
And they both look so good. Angel Reese, she was looking good, girl. I'm telling you. And it's crazy is what she spoke this into existence. I remember last year when she went as a guest at the Victoria's Secret runway show, she's like, I have to be there next year. I have to be there. And it worked. And I mean, she looked amazing. And it's also funny because I knew she was going to do this. She went at the haters again. Every time she gets the chance to, she does. She basically went out to them and said, I don't work jobs, I am the job. And she also showed how her walk was like, she was just stunting on everybody, and she looked amazing. I mean, granted, she's a basketball player, right? She's a WNBA star, but it's just nice to see the WNBA players come out of their jerseys and just show their sexiness. And they've done that all this year with the fashion, like the entrance. Like, they've turned it into a fashion show. So shout out to Angel Reese for looking amazing, and also Suni Lee. Granted, she was covered a little bit more, but she also looked great as well. And I wonder if OG was watching from the Knicks, because I know he loves her, and I was wondering if he was watching and, scooping on her. But they both looked amazing. Shout out to them.
Mojo, Shannon brings up a great point. This is an opportunity for athletes to show off their incredible physique in a new way now. Don't be surprised if more follow suit in years to come, but I wanted to ask you for your take as a fellow athlete, what you think about the ladies getting their shine.
Huge moment. This was fantastic, not just for the ladies, but the entirety of the leagues that they represent. Let's not forget, WNBA, they're talking new CBA right now, which means money right now. What's maybe the biggest factor of that? Impressions, eyeballs, exposure. Not everyone watches the WNBA, so how do you go get new fans to come watch your product? You go to them, and that's what Angel Reese is doing. An activation like this is huge media around it. Obviously, we're talking about it right now. If athletes have never really done this before, I mean, that's huge. That's headlines. That's exactly what you want. I mean, this is par for the course. This is exactly what these ladies should be doing, and they're doing it at the highest level possible. So, I mean, I literally can't think of a single negative to come out of this. This has just been great for everybody.
But not only were Angel Reese and Suni Lee the stars of the night, there's another notable, if you guys have been watching TMZ Sports lately, this face is going to be very familiar to you. So not only did we have athletes, Mojo and Shannon, we actually had a WAG as well. One of the newcomers on the scene, Madison Beer, the girlfriend of Justin Herbert, who for the longest time, the two never said whether they were dating or not, recently hard launched with a kiss at a Chargers game. She was doing her thing as well, performing with big names, Missy Elliott twice. I mean, it was a huge night. And congratulations to Angel, and congratulations to Suni and Madison Beer as part of the sports family now. Massive success, and you can only imagine that this is going to expand even further in 2026.
New team, knowing his role.
New gym body.
See, this is what I'm saying.
On cue, Bert. On cue.
Hey, Klay, I'm telling you now, those Texas women, man, they something else, man. Watch that spaghetti and that catfish, man, I'm telling you.
Moving on from one huge stage to a woman who is familiar with
singing on huge stages. Meg Thee Stallion was not rapping last night. She was actually at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas to support her boyfriend, Klay Thompson. And she had some great seats for the evening. She got to watch Klay versus the Lakers. Obviously, Klay is a Dallas Maverick now. And Lucas, I believe this is the first time we have seen her supporting Klay since they've gotten together. And it's just another instance of these two not being afraid to show their love.
Right, and get used to seeing this because I believe if she's going to preseason games, she's going to be at regular season games as well. So 82 opportunities to see Meg Thee Stallion soak in all of Klay Thompson's games. But she was also sitting there with Klay's mom, and this is just adding on to, you know, the hot streak that they've been on. They are inseparable, and they love posting about it. They were on TikTok just not too long ago where Meg called herself a boyfriend-aholic. First time I've heard that. But as someone who is from Texas, she is very proud of being from Texas, and especially Houston. Meg is all about it. Even though she has ties to LA now as well, she was all in on the Mavericks, and she's going to be there every step of the way this season for Klay. Even though people like Shaq, when they first started dating, he said he gave it 6 weeks. It's clear they're in this for the long haul, at least for now.
Yeah, Mojo, and she was kind of all over the broadcast, as you saw from Kendrick Perkins watching the game, talking about her even more so than some of the action on the hardwood. Is this the next it couple? Or are we going to be talking about this like Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce during the NBA season? Or what are your thoughts on this?
I mean, did you see that kiss video? Goodness gracious, she's not only coming to every single game, she might be at every single practice too. I mean, that just was on repeat right there. That's like going to be indicative of her attendance this coming season. So do I think this is a celebrity it couple? Yeah, this is the NBA saying, hold my beer, and trying to catch up with all these celebrity super couples that are going around in the NFL. Obviously, we've gone through those lists and talked about Kelce and Swift and Herbert and freaking Josh Allen and everybody else. So the NBA is playing catch up right here. Meg Thee Stallion is a superstar. She's a great personality. Someone I've got to meet a couple of times. She is just so unbelievably friendly for such a big star. So you like to see it. They're clearly happy as hell. So way past 6 weeks. Sorry, Shaq. I'm sure our good friend Babcock is happy to see that Shaq was wrong about something given their rivalry. But great relationship. It's going to go for a while, I think. Will it go the distance? I can't comment on that one, but after that kiss video, probably.
Yeah, we've seen them on fishing trips, on red carpets. We've seen them here now. The Mavericks open the season next week against the San Antonio Spurs, and something tells me she'll be right there for that one.
Coming up next on TMZ Sports, Simone Biles is back. Or is she? She is here with some big teases. Check them out next on TMZ Sports.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Simone Biles flipping. Everyone's seen it a billion times. Well, there was a video on Wednesday that made it look a little different. And let's backtrack a few months. Simone Biles has been on vacation, having fun, enjoying her time with her husband, Jonathan Owens, as much as she could prior to the regular season of the NFL. And she sparked some rumors based on her appearance. And I'm just going to leave it at that. But this video on Wednesday finally confirmed a rumor that has been circulating for months. Check out the video.
Okay, so I actually haven't flipped in a year.
Okay.
And we're at our new house, so here we go.
Wait, where?
Okay, I'll do one more. All right.
Do a triple double.
Absolutely not. I got a cramp.
And as you can see in that video in the caption, Ed, she breaks it down there. But yeah, a lot to celebrate for Simone Biles. She said, new house, first time tumbling in a year, which is good because we don't know what she's going to be doing in 2028. But that third one Well, what's she saying there, Ed?
Yeah, if you are in the TikTok world, I think you're familiar with what that emoji means. It has become synonymous with breast augmentation. Most recently, the Cavender twins, the college basketball stars, used it when they were going through their journey of breast augmentation. So it's clear that she was saying, this is my first time tumbling in a year. It's my first time on a new trampoline, and my first time with new assets. So I don't know what this means for her Olympic dreams. I mean, she will be in her 30s by the time the next Olympics rolls around. I don't know if this was her kind of soft launching a potential run at that, or if it was just merely her enjoying her I guess, Wednesday afternoon. But we'll see, Mojo. What was your takeaway from all this?
As far as the procedure, I mean, I don't know how you go about the rest of your career. I mean, is that something that's a factor here? I don't know. I'm just thinking about this athletically. The things that she can do, if her body weight is slightly adjusted, if she has less mobility, does that mean she can still play she did, or does this mean this is the farewell tour? Like I don't know what this means.
Moving on to Tua Tagovailoa, who's made some waves this week after the Chargers beat the Dolphins 29-27. He stood up in front of reporters and made an odd comment. He said, "We've got guys showing up to players-only meetings late." And all week long, it's caused a stir. And a lot of people were wondering, should he have said that as arguably the best player on Miami's team? Well, it sure seems like he figured that it was probably the wrong thing to say, because this week he walked back the comments.
As a leader of this team, of the Miami Dolphins, the comments that had been said, I would say I've made a mistake, and I'm owning up to that right now. I've talked to guys on the team about it, talked to the leaders about it, and that they know my heart. They know that the intent was right, but no matter the intent, the intent can be right, but when things get misconstrued or however the media wants to portray it, that leaves a void of silence and a lot of questions for the guys on our team. Now, being 1-5, we talk a lot about, all right, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. Come in excited to go to work. Forget about the noise. And I feel like I just added onto that for our guys. For myself, I got to look at myself as the leader, protecting the team. I don't feel like I did that to the best of my abilities. I felt like I let the emotions of the game get to me after the game. And, that's something that I can learn from as a leader on this team. And what happens in-house should be protected, and none of that should have gotten out.
Mojo, I'm super curious your thoughts on this matter, because he didn't name any names. He just specifically said, we've got guys on this team that are showing up late to meetings, and they should probably be more on time considering we're 1-5. What do you think?
Well, I think when your record is 1-5, you're now getting to the point where all the top figures in this organization, players, coaches, executives, are all going to be looking at themselves, worrying about what their future is going to look like. Heads are going to roll. Big time firings and cuts are absolutely going to happen. And when you're Tua, you're probably realizing that 99% of the heat directed at this organization is entirely on you as the starting quarterback, but also someone that's had a lot of concussions recently, who's always in the discussion, the leader, captain of the team. He's probably getting fed up of everyone just looking at him, especially if he's showing up to practice every single day. People are showing up late. People aren't taking it seriously. People are essentially collecting a check and leaving. I mean, that's kind of the impression you get when you make a comment like that, right? If you're going to sound off to the media and vocalize these internal issues, you are beyond frustrated. He said, he made a comment about the media portraying things incorrectly. I don't know how you do that when you flat out said exactly what you were thinking, right? I mean, he's the one that volunteered that information to everybody, but I just think it shows that the Dolphins are in a bad way right now. Is this surprising? Absolutely not. They're 1-5. This is exactly what you would expect to happen for a 1-5 team. Coming up next on TMZ Sports, the Dodgers have a haunted hotel. We sit down with a paranormal expert next on TMZ Sports.
Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Lucas here. So the LA Dodgers had no issue going up 2-0 on the Milwaukee Brewers on the road, but that wasn't without a little bit of scare and paranormal scares, that is. Teoscar Hernandez was out and open about it, that he and his wife had heard some horror stories about a team hotel called the Pfister Hotel where all the players were staying, and that in the past, things got a little weird with the folks in the afterlife, and they weren't going to take any chances. Well, TMZ Sports, we did the Dodgers a little favor here because there is one guy who you go to all the time, Ghost Adventures star Zach Bagans. He said he's willing to help not only the Dodgers, but the MLB as a whole.
On behalf of Major League Baseball, I'm willing to go there and to conduct a professional investigation, which would start with electromagnetic readings and then into audiovisual surveillance. But I specialize in instrumental transcommunication.
Okay.
And what that is using electronic devices to make contact with the dead. So I would go there, and like I said, that's what we specialize in. Okay. I would go there and try to make contact with whoever this spirit is, and see exactly what is going on. Why are they targeting baseball players? When you build something on sacred ground like that, you're going to have issues like this, but why baseball players? I mean, this, like I said, Michael Young, Bryce Harper, Mike Cameron, Carlos Gomez, Ji-Man Choi. It goes on and on and on with baseball players.
Now, Mojo, the thing is, Zach made it very clear, this is not a laughing matter. And now some people, especially around the holidays, or Halloween and things like that, they think, oh, spooky, you know, a sheet. You know, a cartoon ghost kind of thing. Zach Bagans is saying, no, this is a very serious thing, and I want to help out. This is my expertise. Have you dealt with anything like this when you've been on the road back in the day, or do you think, Zach Bagans should really step in here and help baseball and all other major pro sports?
I'm going to be honest with you, Lucas. I have no idea what we're talking about right
Lovely.
now. Goats and paranormal investigators. I will say, Zach's backdrop is not what I would have expected for a paranormal investigator. His backdrop looks like mine. Where's all the, I don't want to say spooky stuff. I don't want to insult or offend anybody here, but I would expect like minerals in the background, maybe like some mist or something like that. Maybe even some strobe lights. Maybe Michael Myers on the screen or a Chucky doll or something like that. We got none of that here, but I can tell you that some people take this very seriously, and I have played with some very superstitious teammates, ones that very much believe in the supernatural. It's evading me right now, but I remember there would be a couple of cities that we would travel to when I was with WWE, and all of those talent would always like look up the most haunted hotels in the region, and they would stay there, and it was something to do. I don't know. There's a lot going on with the Dodgers right now. I don't want anybody getting too sidetracked here. They got a lot to focus on. So like I said, Lucas, I'm not quite sure what's happening here. I don't quite get it, but luckily Zach does.
Well, Mojo, despite all this, the Dodgers seemed unfazed on the diamond because they took both of those games earlier in the series in Milwaukee. So good for them to keep their mind on the prize.
Coming up next on TMZ Sports, Ant Edwards presents his White Boy of the Year award, and the winner is... Find out next on TMZ Sports.
White Boy of the Year goes to... Hey, how y'all doing this thing? Doing the Intimidate Challenge, baby. Where you at right now, bro?
Budapest hungry. How you doing, baby?
Ooh, okay, Budapest. Boy, they're locked in.
Yes, sir. Doom Part 3, baby.
White Boy of the Year. You got
fly.
Fly. Listen,
Already fly.
Listen, look, all white background, black hoodie, black hat. I mean, you got all the swag. Is it true that you got into acting because you wanted to be an extra on Training Day with Denzel and Ethan Hawke? Was that true?
That's a great case of a white boy finding a little bit of swag in the cracks of being opposite Denzel. Absolute legend. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you gotta come to a Minnesota game. I be seeing you at the New York game with them fly outfits on. You gotta bring your fly to Minnesota, man.
Please, man. And you got a lot of New York and Minnesota now. You know, I always consider Julius and Dante to.
Yeah, man. You gotta come with us, man. Put that fly outfit on and come sit courtside.
Man, absolutely. I feel like Dante, like, he gets the special shout out White Boy of the Year too, right?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Honorable mention.
I don't get it. I fit the criteria. I took that personally. Timothée Chalamet, White Boy of the Year. Anthony Edwards said it himself. I mean, dude, the guy won against guys like Tom Cruise, Mr. Beast, Adam Sandler, Pat McAfee. I mean, that's a great list of white boys. But Timothée Chalamet, yeah, he's got swag, he's talented, he's got Kylie Jenner. He even quoted Gucci Mane in another acceptance speech. Mojo, this guy, maybe 2026 will be my year, but Timothée Chalamet, he takes it home this year.
Did you win the Office White Boy of the Year award?
No
Lucas?
comment.
I mean,
no
I guess
comment.
you have to get out of your
I'm on
like,
the verge of tears, Mojo, please. Kid.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you didn't advance past your qualifier or something. Chalamet is the winner. I don't know. I probably would have given it to at least McAfee over him. I don't know what the qualifications are for this particular award, but I have a feeling that this is highly contested. I mean, I know you're contesting it. I don't know if anyone else agrees with me. I'm very curious to see what the chat has to say about this, but everyone, that will do it for us today on TMZ Sports. We have to end the show a touch early. Lucas is heartbroken and we got to attend to his feelings. So everyone, have a great one. We will see you tomorrow where it will be the best show since today.
I'm a lawyer.